The rock-hewn churches of Lalibela, located in the northern part of Ethiopia, are a remarkable group of monolithic churches carved directly into the rock during the 12th and 13th centuries. These iconic structures, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, were built under the reign of King Lalibela to serve as a spiritual center for the Ethiopian Orthodox Christians. The churches are not only a feat of engineering and artistry, but also an expression of deep religious devotion, designed to represent a new Jerusalem for African pilgrims during a time when travel to the Holy Land was fraught with danger. Hello and welcome to Explore Ethiopia, our special Ethiopian Christmas program. In this episode, we will take you to Lalibela, the second oldest city in Ethiopia after Aksum, and explore its preparations to host Gena, the Ethiopian Christmas celebration. So stay tuned for a journey into the very heart of this historic city and its vibrant traditions. In 1922 AD, the year marking the transition of power from the last Aksumite king, King Dilnad, to the founder of the Zagwe dynasty, King Mera Tekle Haymanot, a significant change took place. King Mera Tekle Haymanot, who married Queen Mesebawork, the daughter of the last Aksumite king, reached an agreement to shift the capital from the ancient city of Aksum to Roha. With his roots in this region, King Mera Tekle Haymanot established his new capital in Roham, which is now known as Lalibela. The northern group of the Lalibela rock-hewn churches lies to the north of the symbolic river Jordan and represents earthly Jerusalem. This group consists of 7 rock-hewn churches. The southern group, located south of the symbolic river Jordan, symbolizes heavenly Jerusalem. It includes 4 churches and is known for its extensive tunnel system, with the longest tunnel connecting the old Bethlehem to Beta Amanuel via Beta Mercurios. This tunnel, with its profound religious symbolism, is often referred to as the Purgatory. Each church in Lalibela has its own design and significance. Beta Madhanialam, the house of the Savior of the world, is the largest, carved from a single block of stone. Beta Georgis, Church of St. George, shaped like a cross, is one of the most iconic and renowned churches. And as you step into these sacred spaces, the intricate details are immediately apparent. From the windows and doors to the delicate patterns adorning the walls. These churches are not simply historical sites. They continue to serve as an active places of prayer and worship. The city of Lalibela exudes a spiritual energy that is palpable. Priests in colorful robes walk through the churches, chanting ancient hymns, while pilgrims dressed in white bow in prayer with deep reverence. The air is filled with the scent of incense, creating an unforgettable atmosphere. And the sense of faith is especially powerful during Gena, the Ethiopian Christmas celebration.
Welcome to Ethiopian Broadcasting Corporation, our weekly program Explore Ethiopia. As you have known, Explore Ethiopia is a program where mainly we focus on tourist destination areas available in Ethiopia. So in our previous episodes, we have been traveling to different parts of the country, and we have been witnessing so amazing tourist attraction destinations available in Ethiopia. So today we are now at the historic and the religious city of Lalibela. Lalibela is found in Amhara regional state, which is mostly known for its tourist attraction destinations. Different tourists from different parts of the world prefer this historic and religious city for tourism because Lalibela is registered as intangible heritage of the world. So today we are here. We came from Addis Ababa. It is like a half an hour flight from the capital. As you have known, the Ethiopian Christmas is colorfully celebrated here in Lalibela city with different activities. So we are going to give you very insightful tips about this historic city. As you have seen behind me, there are also a lot of tourists who are coming here to Lalibela to take a look at this historic city of Lalibela. So we are going to see what's happening in the city from the perspective of economy, tourism, and social affairs. Please do stay with us. I am Ogayo Mulena. This is Explore Ethiopia. Have a nice time. Join us and follow me. Special episode of Ethiopian Christmas. This is Explore Ethiopia. So in our today's special episode, we are going to focus on the historic and ancient city of Lalibela. We're here in a place where Ethiopian Christmas is colorfully celebrated. Different tourists drawn from all over the world gathered for this special event. Right. He is my curator. He is Masrasha Misgano. He has a deep knowledge regarding the issue. We are going to stay and go to the rock hewn churches, and we will discover the hidden gems of this city. All right, Masrasha, thank you very much indeed for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Let us give highlights for our audience regarding this city. Could you please tell us the historical background of this city?
This city is currently known as Lalibela, which was formerly known as Roha. Roha is the second oldest capital city in Ethiopia, Aksum. You know, after the decline of the ancient civilization of the Aksumite Empire, the last Aksumite king, whose name is King Delnad, passed his crown to his son-in-law, to the military general of the time, and he is the founder of the whose name is King Marat Klaimanot, who got married to the daughter of the last Aksumite king, whose name is King Delnad, and his wife is known as Queen Masabawak. And they brought the power from Aksum to Roha. Roha is the place where this king is from, and his ancestors are from the Lasta mountains. That's why he decided to found his own capital city here at Roha in the middle of Lasta mountains in Ethiopia. and they moved the capital city from Aksum to Roha. Roha became center of power from 922 AD. That is the year that the last Aksumite king abdicated in favor of his son-in-law, and then brought the power and the capital city to Roha. Roha became center of power for the kings of the Zagwe dynasty. And there were notable kings during the Zagwe dynasty, and the most famous of all was King Lalibela. King Lalibela, who founded the rock-hewn churches of Lalibela, which are World Heritage Site since 1978. 1978, Gregorian calendar. And that was the year that this site was recorded along with the Simien Mountains as World Heritage. And it became famous throughout the world in terms of its historical importance. So Roha was really the most important center of power during the Zagwe dynasty, and King Lalibela is the most famous of all the Zagwe dynasty kings. And he's famous because of his decision to create New Jerusalem here on African soil, because that was a period of crusade in which it was impossible to make a journey to Jerusalem because of the crusade war going on between Christians and Muslims to capture Jerusalem. So King Lalibela decided to bring a solution for African Christians so they can make a safer pilgrimage to the New Jerusalem here on their own land. So he decided to create all these rock-hewn churches, all these 11 churches in the Lasta Mountains here at Roha, and he grouped them into two major groups, the Northwest group and the Southeast group. And today we'll be exploring these rock churches, which are one of the most famous and a leading tourist attraction in Ethiopia. And it takes us more or less full day to explore through these groups of churches. And I'm glad that you came here for Christmas, so you can tell the world that we have these tangible and intangible attractions in Ethiopia that is one of the gems of Ethiopia's tourism attraction.
Lalibela is not only a UNESCO World Heritage Site, but a living, breathing place of devotion and creativity that attracts visitors from all corners of the world, particularly during the Ethiopian Christmas celebration known as Gena. As Gena draws near, Lalibela transforms into a vibrant city brimming with life, color, and sound. Streets are decorated and traditional music fills the air. The churches, already awe-inspiring, take on a magical quality under the glow of candles and evening lights. On Gena, the celebration reached its peak. Thousands of pilgrims and visitors gather at the churches dressed in their finest traditional attire. The ceremonies, which lasts for hours, are filled with chanting and prayer. The sounds of drums and ancient hymns create an unforgettable atmosphere. The highlight of the event is a grand procession where priests carry sacred objects through the crowd, blessing all in attendance. Lalibela during Gena is more than just a destination. It's a profound experience of faith, history, and culture. It's where the old and new converge to create something truly special. Whether you're a believer or simply curious about unique traditions, visiting Lalibela during this time will leave you with lasting memories. It's a journey to a sacred place and a deeper understanding of Ethiopian Christianity.
Okay, so my name is Kasia and I come from Poland. It's my first time in Ethiopia and I arrived yesterday in Ethiopia and today in Lalibela.
Okay, my name is Astrid. I'm from South Africa and this is my first visit to Ethiopia, but I've been wanting to come here for a very long time. So I'm very happy to be here.
So it is my first time in Ethiopia and it's a beautiful country. I landed in Addis. I then went to the Omo Valley where I saw the different tribes, the Mursi, the Karo, Dasanich. And now I'm here in Lalibela. I have visited the churches, I've done the trekking in the mountains, and it's also beautiful. And I'm hoping to go next to Danakil.
Okay, I'm William. These are my parents. This is my dad, Winner. This is my mom, Ali. This is our first time in Ethiopia. We've been here for 10 days. We went to the Dynasty Depression, Tigray, Aksum, and finally Lalibela. We live in the US, but originally we're from China.
Oh, the culture, yeah, and it's amazing, the church, we love it. It's very special, very unique. We have been traveled more than 60 countries. Here is really, really good experience. Usually when we travel some popular place, it's a lot of tourists. But here you can really feel the native people, their life. It's not for the tourist. It's the local life. You can really, really enjoy the local life, the nature, the landscaping, amazing.
I have friends who have been to Ethiopia before and they've spent more time here, so they all said Lalibela was really nice. So that's why I came, and I didn't really have any expectations. I just wanted to see the churches because it's an important historic site, and I read a lot about it before I came. So yeah, that's why I decided to come.
Having prepared a lot before I came, I am still very surprised at how many churches I've been able to go and visit, to see inside, the differences between the churches, all the historical and the religious relevance, spiritual. I've learned so much, so it has been a magnificent day, and I'm very, very impressed.
To be honest, I saw pictures of Lalibela on the internet, but to experience it in person in Lalibela is completely different. The pictures don't do it justice because it's really marvelous when you're there at the spot. I loved the churches, I loved the symbolism. It was very interesting. Walking through the tunnels, something representing hell, the windows representing, for example, the people who were crucified to the right and left of Jesus in the church. Many different symbols that I found very interesting. And the scale of the churches, when you see them in person and how big they are, they don't look that big in the photos. It's very beautiful. And the experience itself is very humbling, with all the people praying and wearing white. And the priests were all so welcoming, and the chanting and drumming and everything. Very interesting.
Yeah. Well, the churches are definitely very special. It's, you know, to think that they're all carved from the rock instead of being built up like traditional churches, it's just mind-blowing. I think, you know, it must have taken like a lot of work to do this, and it's just amazing to look at. It's very unique. Like, I've never seen anything like this in any other part of the world. And the culture here, I think, is very rich. Like, these churches are being kept alive. They're still used today, which is amazing.
I mean, it's definitely very unique. I've never seen anything like that, so I think it's true that it's only found in Ethiopia. So something that really stands out is just the architecture and how beautiful the buildings are and how well preserved they are. So all the churches I've seen are in a really good condition, so you can really see them in their original form.
Well, we did go a week ago. We were in Gibraltar, and we saw the cave churches there. So, but that is still Ethiopia. But rock churches in India and Sri Lanka, they have massive caves with statues, and they use the caves as temples, but not with this carving on the ceilings, on the arches, on the columns that we've seen here today. So I really am very impressed.
I would definitely recommend people come here. I know on the media the reports of war can be quite frightening for the tourists and for the people. And I myself was a bit worried too, but when I came here, from the airport all the way here, there was nothing, maybe just a few checkpoints, but I didn't see anything harmful or dangerous happening in front of me. And even in the center of the city, nothing is happening here in the center. So it's a relatively safe place for people to visit.
Yes, everyone we met was very friendly and welcoming. When we visited the villages, the locals there invited us to their house to have coffee, to have local beer. So everyone was very welcoming, and yeah, we had a great experience.
Yes, I'll recommend my friends, and I want to come back again for longer, because now I only have 4 days. So it's a short trip, but I will tell my friends and we'll come together for longer so we can explore. So thank you for having me.
Well, you definitely have to come. It's one of the most beautiful countries that I have been to, and I have traveled very widely. So it's very definitely very much worth a visit. Do come.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So after Lalibela, I'm actually flying tomorrow. I'm going to the airport. I'm going to Addis to rest for 1 day, and then I'm going on a trip to the Dynasty Depression. I'm hoping to see the Salt Lake, the Erta volcano, Dalol, and have a nice expedition over there. Then I'm going back to Addis for 3 days to actually experience the vibrant city life and the Ethiopian jazz scene at night also, and hopefully visit the museum if it's open. And after that, I'll be going to Lebanon and, of course, telling all my friends about my adventure and my experience here to encourage them to come and visit Ethiopia.
Yeah, when I get back home, I will definitely recommend this to my friends and my relatives to come to Ethiopia. I think it's a great experience. It's definitely an underrated destination. I think it would be good to have more tourists coming here and seeing all that Ethiopia has to offer.
We are waiting. We also went Aksum. We heard about only 8% of the discovered. So I'm waiting for discovered more. Maybe we will come back again.
Taking a visit to Beta Georgis during the sunset gives pleasant time for us, for visitors. So it's very interesting. Anyways, I'd like to appreciate for your time once again.
All right.
So Lalibela is, I can say, like it is a living mosaic.
Yes.
All right. So everyone, not shall, but must visit.
That's right. Thank you very much. And please, you need to spread this word to people you know and to everyone else who are listening to this program, to tell to their friends, because we have daily flights to Lalibela as well. They can use either flights or by road, because these flights are daily flights connecting Addis Ababa to Lalibela and also Gondar to Lalibela.
Yeah.
And for the future, I hope Ethiopian Airlines will resume its flight to Aksum as well, and from Aksum to Lalibela, which was formerly a daily flight schedule, and nowadays they need to resume these flights.
Yeah.
And we, on the way, I would like to pass my message.
I would like to appreciate for your time.
All right.
My curator, Masrasha Muskianao.
All right.
I hope I'm gonna meet you some other time
Yes.
on different episodes.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time once again.
Yes.
Happy
Oh.
Christmas, Merry Christmas. for
All
you.
right, thank you very much, and thank you for having me on this program.
Right, to wrap up, well viewers, this is Explore Ethiopia on a special episode in connection with Ethiopia's Christmas. We were here at Lalibela Rocky churches. We have seen very amazing treasures, history, and so on and so forth. So for you, there is a daily flight from Addis Ababa to Lalibela, so you can come and visit and spend unforgettable time. Thank you very much indeed. I am Ogayo Mulina. Goodbye, and stick around with the rest of our program.